Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof.
How's everybody doing? Y'all already know what it is. It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show, and I go by the name of Sion 919. I'm excited about today's show because we got a dope artist in the building. She's an entrepreneur. She's a songwriter. She's a singer, rapper, producer. Plus, she has a publishing company, and I'm excited to have her on the platform. But I'm going to let y'all know what she does. So without any further ado, she goes by the name of KeKeDreams. How you feeling?
Hello, how you doing today? Thank you for having me. Hey guys, what's up? This is KeKeDreams, the real unicorn from Chi-Town, born and raised. Pretty much like you said, I'm an entrepreneur. I pretty much rap, sing, produce my own music. I also help produce music for other artists as well. I own my own music distribution business platform. I actually help other artists release their music as well. I also do marketing. I also help independent artists. I get them information, get them insights, mentor them as well. And pretty much just, I've been doing music since 2019. My first single release was called Purple Bangs. And that was back in 2019. So that was one of my first hip hop tracks I've done. And I've just been doing it ever since. I always love to create and just write. So I've been inspired by just pretty much, my grandmother was a singer and my mother was a singer. So that's pretty much what inspired me from the beginning as a child. So
yeah, let's talk about that in the beginning. Like you said, your grandmother was a singer. How did you first, like, what was your process? Did you start singing first? Were you writing first? Like, what happened? Like, take us through your journey.
I think I really started singing first, and it was like from my just being inspired by church. You know, we all go to church with Granny and stuff like that, you know. Right. So I think I was being inspired by the choir. So I wound up joining the church choir from 8 to 11, and just started, you know, learning how my voice is developed and just learning different styles of what I can do with my voice. And that's really when I picked up writing poems, and just eventually I went on to writing music, and just trying to be inspired just by everyday life and, you know, just experiences people have and, you know, their life. So
okay.
Yeah.
So, you started writing, singing in the church background. So let's speed it up. What happened next after that? So you started singing in the church, you're writing. Mm-hmm. What happened?
Right. I'm writing. Pretty much life, you know, takes hold. I pretty much got out of the music when I was younger, and I pretty much fell in it back in my 20s and stuff like that. So I've been doing it ever since. And what really somebody inspired me and just motivated me, like during like my teenage years, I kind of fell out and I have too much motivation because it was all about school, go to college. I did go to college. I completed 4 years. I got my expert technician certification on business stuff, business admin stuff. So I did a lot of that, but it just like wasn't my passion. I thought it was like the medical field. I thought it would be my passion, but music has always been like my passion. So I pretty much fell back into music, and I started performing in Minnesota. Back in 2019, I entered a competition. It was like one of my first competitions I entered into, and I actually won the first round. It was win-win. It was win. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the exact name,
Right.
but because I've been in a lot of singing competitions and stuff, but it was like way back in the day. But I did win the first round, and I went on to the second round, but didn't win the second round. But it was basically an experience, and I learned from the experience basically how to do my stage presence, how to sing in front of crowds. Because that was my first time actually performing in front of a crowd. So.
Wow.
I was kind of nervous, but I actually did a good job till I passed to the first round. So I was actually kind of surprised for my first time. And it was actually one of my original songs I had sung and produced. And it's actually one of the songs I still haven't released today. So it's called Take a Shot. It's an R&B soul song, but I have never released the song yet. So I might be releasing that pretty soon. But I've been working on a lot of releases lately for this year. And I've been releasing like every week, trying to keep the momentum going by producing every week, because it's my goal to try to get a release out every Friday. And I do got another release coming out on the 21st.
The 21st.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, let's talk about that first show you say you did, where you went to the first round, but you didn't advance to the second. What was that like, making the transition? Because it's your first time performing your own music outside of a church setting. So what was that like? Like, walk me through that.
It was actually, I want to say I was nervous, definitely was nervous. It was a good experience, but I was actually hyped up. I'm not gonna lie. I came, like, I was hyped up because I had people there. Like, I know I had friends that would support me and stuff like that. So I guess that kind of like boost my, self-esteem up.
Right.
I had people, supporting me and just like, you can do it, get up there, kill it, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I did with my own track. Even though that was my first time performing, I still had a mentor before I did this. Her name was Mirage, and I do want to give a little shout out to her. She was really supportive. She supported me from when I started doing music. She actually found me on a singing platform, and she was she worked in the music industry, and she had music contacts. So she was based from New York, and she kind of mentored me a little bit, taught me how to how the business go, and how to protect your rights as an artist, and like different places to sign up for a BMI, and just like different stuff that I didn't know about as an artist that some artists still don't know about doing, before releasing releasing their first track. And that's pretty much how I fell into actually starting Cream Music Publishing and KMP Music Release.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's walk through that, because you said a powerful thing. A lot of artists, they don't know about publishing. They don't know about copyright and then getting their BMI ASCAPs and stuff like that. So what are some of the mistakes that some artists make? Let's walk through that for some of the artists that may be watching. They may not know the process. What's some of the mistakes that most artists make?
I think some of the mistakes most artists make is just basically they want to put a song out.
Right.
Yeah, put a song out. I mean, it's easy said than done. Like, you can put a song out on YouTube or make a video, put it out on YouTube, but is you actually getting money from that? Is you getting royalties? Is you sign up on all the platforms where everybody's listening to it everywhere? Like, different stuff like that. So I think the first mistake they make is just eager to release instead of doing the research on how to release, what you need to do, how you need to format your track when releasing. Because I get a lot of artists that pretty much don't know how to format their cover art. So they don't know what a pixel is for a format of a picture. Like different streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple, they changed the ways you can upload your tracks now. So they like really strict on like what formats and what wave file you got to use and how you got to format everything. So that's pretty much what I help artists do. And like, that's like the big mistake most artists make. They just don't know what steps to take or how to go about doing it. Especially a lot of artists is working from their phone and they don't have equipment like a computer, studio, recording. They don't have a producer. A lot of artists I run into don't have a producer, so they still looking for beats. They need music. So you got the talent, you creative, you want to make your first song, but you first got to find music, you got to get a beat, you got to get started. So that's what first artists, that's what their first mistake is. Like, you got music, you got sons wrote down or whatever the case. You got talent, but you're trying to figure out how to put it out there. So what I do is I just, try to educate and try to mentor artists that's, younger than me, trying to come into this, just that don't know what to do or how to go about doing it, So I just try to help them as best as I can.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. And I know you said you went to college for 4 years, a little business admin.
Yeah, business
Did that
admin,
help out?
computer science. Yes, it did. It definitely helped out. Cause I'm a computer geek. Computers like my life. Yeah. Besides like running my business, my cream music distribution, release stuff, I got a online store as well. And also I work from home. I'm a tech. I'm a computer tech. So I teach people and train them on how to fix their computers. So like this and stuff like that. So so I like every skill and talent I got. I just found a way to use it, and that's what I just been doing. But music has been like my go-to and my passion. So whatever I'm doing, I always figure out a way to still do music and just keep that going. So
And keep it pushing. And that's the thing right there. You said computer tech. So you're helping people not only with the music and publishing, you also know a little bit about computers and tech. Let me see. How did you first get into that? Like, because you don't see many females in that tech world.
I was, like I said, I was a computer geek. I'm the kind of girl that was in school, quiet to herself. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I'm just gonna be honest. I was a loner. I think that's pretty much how I survived and stayed out of a lot of drama and different situations in my lifetime. Just staying like humble and staying to myself. And I'm a good person. I help others. When help is needed. So stuff like that. So basically, how I got into it is just computers. Like you don't know like so much you can do with the computer. It's crazy. I just fell into, I guess, just by the way back in the day, we had them big box, like the 90s, going to school, the 90s computers, like they came a long way since the 90s. So like technology has always been like one of my go things too. I love technology and I love, how technology has advanced this far and thus far. So as well, a lot of people is not computer swaggy. They don't know stuff about the computer. Like they know about the phone though. You can do everything with your phone, but sometimes these phones and computers go hand in hand. So I just learned how to work them. Yeah, just pretty much. And that's just how I run my business with everything.
And that's dope right there. So let's talk about your background, because you're coming from Chicago, right?
Right. Yeah,
what was that like growing up in the Chi?
Chicago was fun. Everybody said Chicago was fun. It was fun growing up. I'm not gonna lie. We had family, you have friends, you have when people, coming together, everything was, good. Don't get me wrong, it was still violence, Violence is everywhere. People gonna, do what they gonna do anywhere, no matter what state you at. It's all about your neighborhood and how you make the neighborhood and the people you surround yourself with, is I think, you know what I'm saying? So the people I surrounded myself in Chicago growing up, I didn't have to worry about all that, you know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, other people in my family got into whatever. But, life takes hold of some people. So you go, everybody go their separate path, in Chicago. So, Chicago is what it is. I think Chicago is a beautiful place. I love my city, My city is what it is. I wouldn't change nothing about my city but the violence. But, other than that, I love Chicago. I love Chicago. I go there all the time. So I was just in Chicago yesterday.
Wow.
Right, for the party, right. So yeah, I party there all the time. That's why I go to parties. They already know. Chi-town.
all day. Salute to the Chi. Salute to you. You're doing big things. So let me ask you, right? Making a transition from Chicago, you're in Wisconsin now. What was that transition like for you?
Oh, well, this journey has been like a long time. So it wasn't like a transition from Chicago. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Michigan. Like I've been to Virginia. I've been to New York. I've been to Washington, D.C. Where I just ended up was just here. I wind up ending here in Wisconsin, and I'm here for a reason. It's a reason for family, and family is everything to me. I think family is important. I think we all need to stick together as family, because sometimes that's all we got out here. So when I came together, just to support my family and just be here, and that's where I'm at. So wherever it takes me, like from here, that's where I'm gonna go. I think my next step is to go to ATL. I've been thinking about ATL a lot, and a lot of people have been telling me like to come down. Like I got people down there, and I know people, so I think when I go from here, that's gonna be my next transition to something bigger, so I can actually, blow up on a bigger level. That's what I want to do.
And that's a fact right there. And that's the thing. It's like you meet a lot of artists, they don't make their own music. How did you get into producing? Like what sparked
Oh
your
my
interest
God,
in
how I got
producing?
into that is I was tired of looking for beats. Let me tell you. That is like the main thing as an artist. Like I think like when you coming into this business as an artist and you got songs wrote, you can have a whole book of stuff wrote down, but no music. You looking for a producer. Producers are expensive. I'm not gonna lie, they up there. So basically, how I came into this producing my own stuff is I got tired of looking for beats. So I got me a MacBook. I built me a home studio.
Right.
And I got pre-Sonus. I got every recording studio software you can think of. And I got that from a hookup in Chicago. Thank you, G. You know what I'm talking about. But
Right.
yeah, for everything I need. So that's how I started. I started training myself, educating myself. And that's how I did our research, learn how to do that, all them different. I learned that, you feel me? I took time, and it was hours and hours and hours on my day doing this. I mean, I should be up 4, 5 to the next day doing it. But I was determined to make that sound. I finally figured it out, how to make it and how to put it together. It was over with.
It was a wrap after that.
It was a wrap. And most of the sounds you hear, I produced all myself.
Everything.
Or I co-produced with another producer. So,
right.
Yeah.
So let me ask, what kind of software do you use? What kind of hardware are you using for your production?
I use pre-Sonus. I got oh my God. Well, that's the only one that I really use. I'm not gonna lie. I use Studio One is my go-to thing that I use. Right. And I tried using all the other software. I just like Studio One. It just works with me. Point out blank.
Okay, yeah. So let me ask, what's your creative process when you're getting in ready to make production and you're ready to make a beat? What's your process like? What inspires you?
Usually it comes on just out the blue. Like when I got something in mind, or like, it comes out the blue. I can be talking to you right now and just get out the song like, I got a song to write. And I'll write that song, produce the music, and write the song out in one day and record it. I done that several times with my tracks. I don't know how I did it, but I just did it because it's just like, it just come to me. I'll write the music, record it, finish, and I'll mix it and everything all in one day just to see how it sounds. If it sounds good, I'll get somebody else's opinion. Like, this sounds good. How you think it sounds? Like, I get, my other, people that I, rock with it, show me love and stuff to, get their opinion on different stuff I do. And they be like, that's good. And I tell them, like, I just recorded this and did all this stuff in one day right now. They like, you love. But yeah, I mean, like, when you feeling that inspiration as an artist, when you creative and you just got it in you, it don't matter where you at or what time of day, you just come out with stuff. Yeah. And I write all the time too, but like when I'm feeling really inspirational, I can just write, record, and do all of it in one day.
Wow. So let me ask, when it comes to your writing process, like how did you evolve that over the years? I know most people start with poetry. What has your process been like as far as writing?
I think process come with as well too as an artist. I know we all go through, like, it comes from, like, for me, it's life experiences of other people, looking at the world around me. I research as well. I follow trends. I mean, I stay up on like all the stuff that's like current. I think that helps like your creative process as well, and also as writing too. I mean, you can be creative mentally as well, but the stuff you pick up around you and the stuff you see, also that plays a big part in what you write. And I think every artist can probably agree with that. And that's pretty much where I pull like a lot of my inspiration from when I'm writing, just stuff I experienced, stuff I seen outside or watched on the news, just different stuff,
No, that's a fact. So if I had to ask you, if you had to pick, which process do you enjoy the most? Is it the writing part? Is it the production? Is it the recording or the performing of the projects? Which one?
I would say the recording. And the performing, if I could do pick two. Just simple fact, because when I sing and like when I get in my vibe and I'm singing like an inspirational song like that's dedication song to my brother. Like when I sung that, I wrote that song and I produced the music all in one day. And that was a freestyle, let me tell you. It was a freestyle coming from the heart, just thoughts. I was in so much pain, like really like so much pain. And I think that's where it really came from. And another thing too is I never sung like that ever.
Wow.
That was the first time I ever hit like vocals like that in my singing career ever. Like them vocals I hit, like different tones and how I altered my voice and styles. Like I never done that before. And I think pain pulls stumps. Like sometimes pain pulled it out you. I think like, and I think that's what happened with that song. Pain pulled it out me, and like from since then, like I've been pulling it from that same spot with all my tracks I've been releasing like ever since. I swear that's like I've been like I think that's like my little secret now. It's like to pull it from the pain, pull it from your experiences. Yeah, like when I'm singing. So like singing I love to do. I love to sing. And I love performing when I can perform. So like I recently performed it in Chicago back in 2021. I won a Best Performance Award from Pose Musical.
Oh wow. So
2021 Best Performance. And
right.
This was unexpected. I just went to do a performance just for them. They wanted me to come perform just for them, for the show. Because they haven't seen me in a while. They used to work with me back in 2018. I started with them, working with them and stuff. So they are really a really great spot. They work with independent artists, and I won it unexpectedly. They just announced my name. Like I don't know, because I went up there and I performed my song Million. So I'm not sure if you heard Million.
I heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I performed that and I won Best Performance. Because I went up there and I was just myself. And I think that's pretty much what played the part in the performance. I just like the nervousness went out the door. Like from now, like when I go perform now, I'm not even nervous. Like a lot of artists, like they nervous. Like I'm not nervous no more. Like it's just like out the door. Like I already know what I can do. I know what I came for, and I'm just here to do it. And it's not like it's a job, but it's just my passion. It's just this is what I'm made for. So I know I got this in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I take to all my performances as well. So that's why I like performing too, because I like experiencing that. Go girl. I like people enjoying my music and feeling what I'm feeling behind my music as well. So I think that also drives the artist to want to do more and want to be involved more with their fans and want to give back more to their fans. So that's what I've been trying to do as well. So when I do pop-up shops with my cream store. So when I do pop-up shops, I do that out here in West Coast. It's something I did this past summer and the summer before. I had just recently started doing it. I ain't got a chance to do it this summer yet, but I'm still working on it just with the family situation going on. Right. But when I did the pop-up shops, I was giving away stuff and mentoring people for free, like different stuff like that. Like, you don't have to pay. Advice is free. You don't have to pay for advice. Anybody can give you advice, and help is for free anyway. You don't have to pay for help. So right. You should always be willing to give those two things away to anybody. I mean, that's what I feel anyway. So it was like a great experience when I was doing it, and I want to continue to give back to my community as well, like kids as well. Like I'm working on a project right now so where I can actually give back to kids and better educate kids on different stuff that's in the society and just like the rural period. So
yeah, and that's a fact. And I do my research before my interviews. So I'm looking, you put out a lot of projects. It's like, I see EPs, I see singles. You've been doing this for a while. You put out a lot of projects. So let me ask, when it comes to performance, you say you're doing the pop-up things. You love performance. So when it comes to performing, what's one of your favorite songs to perform?
Right now I got so many. I'm not gonna be I'm not just jocking myself, but a lot of my songs I make is my favorite. I love them all. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. The ones that I don't really like too much to sing is the sad ones because it put me in like that vibe. I do like a lot of my turned up R&B songs. I would say Million Remix would be one of my favorites. Remember AG. I just did Pop That just came out. Thotty, I'm not sure if you heard that. Sticks with a couple feature artists. Yeah, so like I'm releasing every week, so it's just new stuff coming out. And every time you listen to my sound, just know that you're gonna always get something different. That's why I call myself a unicorn artist, because I don't always sing and sound the same way, and I don't know why I don't. And the truth is, I tried to copy or try to imitate what I did before, and I just can't. Like my voice will always switch up. It like my voice goes with the beat, like the sound. Whatever the sound is, that's how my voice is gonna sing to it. That's how my vocals gonna flow to it, and that's what rap too. And like when you listen to all my music, you will see that she don't sing every way to same time.
That's a fact. That's a fact right there. So how do you balance the two? Being a rapper, being a singer at the same time. How do you balance the two together?
Oh, it's really easy. Say for instance, I have artists that do features with me. They are rappers, most of them. So I do a lot of features for rappers. So sometimes I sing, sometimes I rap. But it, like I said, depends on the track. So like if I'm feeling a track, and if it's like something that I can flow off, like lyrics or something, I'll flow. If it's something that I'm feeling like, oh, this needs some singing to it, I sing, so I just gotta hear it, and that's how I go off. That's how I make my track. So once I hear the sound, I can write to it quickly, and then that's when I start seeing how I'm gonna sing to it. Like, oh yeah, I can do this. This gonna be killer right here.
Wow, that's the thing. Let me ask: are you an on the fly rapper? Like, can you drop 16s on the fly or 8s?
Sometimes, like, I got some stuff that's unreleased that's on Rap Chat. Right. You can probably go check me out on Rap Chat too, KeKeDreams. I'm on there, so I do like a little fluent freestyles. I do a lot of freestyles. I'm not saying I'm a rapper. I don't really want to characterize myself as a rapper, but a lot of people do. But I don't mind it though. But I mainly like to sing, but I do rap. But I'm on a rap trap and I do freestyle sometimes. It just gotta depend on the beat. So like if it's a beat, I can probably freestyle and do a 16 bar or 30 bar. Wow. But if it's something that I have to like listen to, like, oh no, I can't, I gotta write something to this, this gonna take some, thinking about like that, But it just really depends on the beat.
Nah, I definitely feel you on that. Yeah, so I definitely feel that. So again, you producing, rapping, singing, you're a businesswoman, computer tech. How do you make time with real life, business, free time? How do you balance all this wearing so many hats and being a female in America? Man. How do you keep it together?
See, honestly, sometimes you don't keep it together. Sometimes it be days I be all over the place, and it be days where I got everything da 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 da. So, I mean, sometimes stuff can happen unexpected. But how I try to manage it is I do got a schedule. I mean, like I follow a schedule, and I think that's like important sometimes with just keeping up with like all the stuff that you got going on. And that just kind of like push you into like a spot where you don't have to worry about missing something or stuff like that. Because I hate missing stuff. I hate being late for stuff, like different stuff like that. So I try to just manage everything the best way I can, and also do family time too. So that's why I party on the weekend, So I work hard during the week, and I'm working 15 to 18 hours a day. Long hours a day. Sometimes I don't get a lot of sleep. I haven't got a lot of sleep in a long time like that. I haven't got a lot of sleep in a long time. But that's okay because I know what I'm grinding for. I know what I'm aiming for. I know what my goals are. So I know you can sleep. I can sleep when I'm dead, So right now I ain't down no time soon. So I'm grinding, I'm hustling hard, and that's my main goal is just keep pushing no matter what. If that don't work, try something else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I just been doing. Just keep going and keep staying motivated, and just keep doing what I've been doing. So it's been working for me. So far.
Definitely working. So let me ask, as a kid growing up, did you know this what you would be doing when you grew up?
I kind of did. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, and even now today, I still have dreams of being on stage, singing, and being just cheered by hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got to that stage yet. Like thousands, and that's who I want to get. I want to be like on stage was thousands of people watching me perform. Like I have this dream, like that's a dream. I think that is my goal. That is my passion. Like I think this is what I'm made for. Music is like always been like no matter what I do, this voice don't go nowhere. I smoke, drink, party. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest because I'm 100 on me. That's just how I be. But I keep this, God gave me this for a reason. I think I'm keep using it as long as I can use it. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is what I'm meant to do. So I'm just gonna keep pushing till something good just really happens. So I'm like, oh yeah, y'all see me on BET. Now what? I'm on the Grammys, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm really aiming for. I want to get a Grammy. So I want to accomplish all them big things, that mainstream artists are doing. I think that most independent artists do want to be like that. We want to be famous. You want to be famous in this. You want to be popular. You want to be known and stuff like that. You want people to love your music and love you too and just stand behind you and, support you. So that is my goal, and that's what I'm gonna keep going for. Just music.
And that's a fact right there. So
Mm-hmm.
you said an important thing. Most independent artists, they do want to be famous. They do want to,
Mm-hmm.
have the world knowing their names. So let me ask, down the road, if an art or a major company, they try to sign you, would you stay indie? Would you sign the major deal? What would you do?
I think at this point in time, the music industry is changing so much.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell y'all independent artists, like if you want to stay independent, you still can stay independent and sign to a major label. Don't get it twisted, So that's what I learned too from one of my mentors. Recently, the game just changed. So what you can do now as an independent artist, you can still stay independent and you can still sign that major deal contract, but just make sure you put put what you want in there, put your stipulations and what you feel that contract should be. Don't let nobody own your rights and stuff like that. So I always own the rights to your music. Don't let nobody take your rights, but you can always be an independent artist, have your own label, do your own thing, and be signed to whatever deal you want to be signed with a record label, whether it's distribution deal, whether it's an album or two, maybe it's features or collabs with different artists. I mean, get as many opportunities as you can as an independent artist because it's still gonna go a long way. Say for instance, you as an independent artist, you sign with a major label. Don't forget you still got music out from when you put out before that label even came. So if you sign with a major label and you blow with that major label, your independent music on the side is gonna blow up. So that's money in your pocket by yourself and money under the label. So that's two wins. So why not go for it? Go for everything.
Yeah, and that's
I
the
say
fact.
grab it all.
Grab it all. That's the thing.
Grab it all.
That's the thing. So you have done the research. You have,
Right.
like you say, you have mentors in the business. A lot of times people make the mistake, right? There's a question that happens a lot of times. A lot of artists that comes on the show, just from my experience, a lot of times I always ask people this question. It kind of gives me a feel. A lot of times you can ask a person, do you want to be famous? Do you want to be successful? Sometimes people say they're the same, but it's two different ways.
Definitely.
Right. Let's talk about that.
So successful is being, I think, like whatever craft you're doing, you done completed your goals. I think like being successful, like you successful, you completed all the goals you wanted to complete. So now you're successful in whatever trade or craft you got, whatever. Being famous is just being known. I mean, people just know you. You can be known but still not successful in what you do. I think, and that's how that's what I would describe it as. Like you can be famous, people can know you, but you still not successful at what you done. You mean you can be famous for doing some dumb stuff. Famous don't mean nothing. Famous don't mean you successful. Right. I mean, people get famous off of, a hit and run or shooting up a school. I mean, just famous off of anything. I mean, whatever fame is, whatever the definition of fame means to you, I guess. I mean, everybody got their own definition of fame, I guess, nowadays. But to me, that's what it means. Fame is just people knowing you. That don't mean you're successful. Successful is being you completed all your goals, you got what you wanted, you did it. You made it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think successful is. You made it. You completed everything. You done. That's what I think.
Yeah, and that's a fact. And you just hit it right on the head because a lot of times you see people that choose the fame. A lot of the famous people that we know, we see the stories. They were famous, but a lot of them they're broke. A lot of them they're struggling. So they traded the finances for the fame. So it's like you got what you wanted, but you don't have nothing to show for it. So it's like, yo, I think you hit that right on the head. Being successful is completing all your goals and things like that. So when it comes to KeKeDreams, for the people that may be watching or the people that's watching the playback, if you had to describe yourself, who is KeKeDreams in your own words?
KeKeDreams is one of a kind, baby. I'm unique. You're not gonna find nothing like me, and that's just facts. Right. I mean, I'm kind. I got a good heart. I'm motivated by the things I do in music, with my family, with other people that I'm trying to help. I'm inspired by people that's doing good, people that want to do good. So, I mean, somebody once told me, and they probably say this, you probably heard this saying, if you want to be a millionaire, you got to hang with millionaires. Right. And that's what I'm trying to be. If you want to be a billionaire, you got to hang with billionaires. So basically, KeKeDreams is just a grind. I'm a hustler. So I'm always just do what I'm doing, just striving for the best, trying to be successful, trying to meet all my goals. and in the process, still trying to help my family because I love my family. So I just want to be who I am as an artist and still be able to educate and help people as well, you know.
And that's real right there. And that's definitely a real thing right there, to fulfill your dreams and to help other people along the way. So let me ask, because in this role, being an artist, wearing these different hats, being an entrepreneur, people think it's just going to happen overnight. We know that doesn't happen overnight. And then sometimes you have the good times, you have the wins, sometimes you have the losses too. So just think for a second, 2 times in your life where it might have not been on the up, where it's like, yo, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. What kept you going?
Oh wow. So I'm just use an example, right? In this music industry, like I've been came across a lot of scams, let me tell you.
Right.
So this one particular scam, oh my God, like the scariest scam ever. It was actually, because I don't want to put the artist out there, but it was like a real known artist, like in a real famous that somebody know. Like somebody contacted me saying that they was gonna sign me. It was like this big thing, like da 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 da. It all seemed legit. I had to get a passport, go down to Canada, and then I found out it was on like some sex trading kind of stuff. So whatever like that. So like that was like the worst experience. So I would say it's just like don't trust nobody in this business until you actually find out who they are, verify who they are and stuff like that. And so yeah, there's like a bad experience. So basically, I learned from that just basically not to trust a lot of people out in this industry, educate myself, verify a lot of people who they like, people that come to me or introduce, like whoever you say you are, I like to verify you off. And I got something on like my Cream Music Publishing on Instagram. I put businesses and individuals on blast. So if you ever scam Cream Music Publishing or KeKeDreams, you are up on Cream Music Publishing as a scammer. And I got so many posts and comments on the other artists saying, oh my God, they scammed me too. Oh my God, they scammed me too. So I'm actually helping people as well. Right. So if you want to just look at all the scams out there, just go to my page, Cream Music Publishing on Instagram, and just check out all the different scams. It's listed. You might have to scroll down a little bit, but it's there. But yeah, it's like a lot of people out here, a different company, record labels saying who they are, like saying they this big, you know, Sony or somebody. Don't trust them. Because the thing is, no record label is gonna have you pay for anything. They're not gonna ask you for money, like different stuff like that. So just don't trust stuff like that, and just be aware not to sign any contracts until you get a lawyer to check them, you know, or somebody that you trust that's in this business that's familiar with stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. And you just hit a thing, another powerful thing on the head real quick. I know we're running out of time, but I just want to touch this. So let me ask, being a female in the business, a lot of dangers. What's some advice you would have for some female indie artists that may be watching this? What advice?
Ladies, like, don't be too quick to be like get into this music industry just because somebody say they can do a favor for you, do something for you.
Right.
Do your own research, grind your own way, hustle your own way, and find your own avenues if you can. Like just straight up like that. Like that's what I would think. Like a lot of, you know, the things with females, you know, they can want to get into sex, play a big part in like everything. I think in like the world today. So like I just think just like be careful because I didn't have experiences too. Like you know, you meet producers, you know, they on a different page, and then you. That's another reason why I just started producing my own stuff, being my own box, you know, because when I'm in my zone, I don't like to be thrown off by stuff like that. So I like to always be professional, and I want you to tell the ladies, always be professional in your craft. So just stay professional, stay on your grind, and just stay level-headed, you know?
Right. And that's the thing. A lot of times people make the mistake. They think sex sells. And we know that. $1 billion business, sex industry. Right. But a lot of times women trade their integrity for instant gratification. How important is your integrity, your character, staying true to you versus favors, like you said, or like, you know, we can do this for you, but what in return? What do I have to give you back in return? So as a female, how important is that?
My integrity is very important. I think it's very important to protect your integrity as a female. Just like your self-esteem, your confidence, like all that stuff rolls into like being a female, being just like, you know, you don't got to be like, I'm a boss bee, you know what I'm saying, like that. But just be like, you know, like you can still be a powerful, strong female and not have to show attitude, not have to, give it up, not have to sexually show your body and stuff like that. I mean, like it's one thing doing that and all that stuff, but I mean, to each his own. You know, I don't knock it, you know, but
Right.
me, I'll protect my integrity. I just think I don't have to do all that to get the things I need or get farther in life or get what I'm trying to get in life. So I think you don't have to do all that. That's just my opinion. Just be yourself, boo. Be who you are. Don't change for nobody. You know, if they can't take you who you are, say get out of here. You know, that's it.
No, that's a fact right there. So running multiple businesses for the people that may be watching, let's break down the businesses because you do a lot. Let's let them know in case they had missed it earlier. And just let them know because there's a lot you do. I don't want to miss anything.
So I got a Cream Music distribution, music release. You can probably find that on the link at the bottom. You can check it out on Cream Music Publishing on Instagram. And I got Cream Shop online. I'm currently on Postmark. You can go check me out. I got a project coming away. What I'm trying to really get is like a brick and mortar store. So I got like a different projects. I'm trying to like build like a whole empire. Right. So I just got a LLC for Cream Enterprises. So I'm starting on something a whole new journey for just Cream altogether. So I'm just trying to level up. So I think that's my main goal. Just keep going up. You know, don't stop down here. Just keep going up as much as I can. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And with Cream Enterprises, I'm actually gonna open up my own studio, record label. I'm gonna have a spot where artists can be, you know, educated on how to release and stuff like that. They can come indoors and release as well. So different stuff like that. I'm trying to get everything, you know,
put together. And that's dope right there. So salute to you, Black woman excellence, making it happen. And that's the thing. With all the accolades and all the things you're doing, you're humble. You got a heart for people. You said, I'm always giving advice. I'm helping other people. Where did that come from?
That just came from as a kid. Like, going through my life, I went through some life early in life. I have to take care of like my siblings. You know, it's 7 of us. It was 7 of us. It's now 6. Right. But you know, I was like, you know, the little mama. You know, the little mama around the house. So I took that role of being like the oldest sibling, but taking care of my sisters and my sister and my brothers. So that's where it came from. Just like I guess being nourishing. I guess as a kid, being kind-hearted. I always had that. If you ask anybody, I always say I've been creative. Like I used to sit down with my cousins. We played like games, or drawing games. It's like I always been creative. I think, and that's where it came from. I haven't changed. I always just like been the same person, just on a bigger level and a bigger scale now. Right.
Wow. So that's the thing. You say you've been dropping releases every Friday. You're gonna do that for the rest of the year? Like, how long is that going on? What can people expect?
I'm definitely trying to keep it going for the rest of the year. I got some releases coming up for May. You can follow me on Instagram to check out my new releases that's gonna be coming up every Friday. I got something out coming on the 21st, April 21st. There you go. You can check that out, streaming on all platforms. I have recently just released the Best of AG Born Legend. There was a tribute to my brother that was released on his birthday, which was April 10th. So that was my release that I had just done. I didn't do it on Friday because I actually want to do it on his birthday, so that's why I came early. Okay. But other than that, you should expect to see something every Friday, and I want to keep that going for the rest of the year if I can. And you're gonna also find me being featured with other artists, and I got some videos coming up too as well. So I've been working on a couple of projects trying to get stuff out there.
Yeah, and that's dope right there. And that's the thing. It's like you're constantly grinding. I know you're going to keep evolving. So let me ask, down the road, as things begin to progress and you keep doing your thing, would you be interested in coming back to give us an update?
Oh, definitely, most definitely. If I make it, I'm definitely coming back. Wow. Definitely, let me make it first, then invite me back. That way it can be like, you know what I'm saying? You can be good. But nah, I'm just playing though. But yeah, I'm willing to come back anytime. I definitely appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, and that's dope. I definitely appreciate you. And I know you're going to go far. That's the thing. A lot of times you did your due diligence. You learned the business. Connected with people that knew.
And then
all the right moves.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me also mention too that I'm going on possibly tour this year.
Wow.
So I'm trying to get the date set up. So just stay tuned. Just keep checking my Instagram, Facebook for tour dates and stuff like that. I'm going to Nashville next month to a big music convention and just see, how this gonna go. So I'm really excited about that and also about this possible tour coming up. So we're gonna see how everything work out. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for definitely seeing more of me. Hopefully everywhere.
Wow. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I know it can happen. You're putting in the
Yeah.
right moves. The
Mm-hmm.
work is happening. So before you go, let's talk about the weekend. You had a good weekend. What's
Oh wow,
going
my
on this
weekend.
weekend right here?
Oh my God, my weekend was beautiful. I had 2 parties to go to. My both brothers and my granddad had a birthday party, and actually I have a birthday party to go to today. So the weekend ain't over yet. I still got a party. My cousin, shout out to Wayne, her birthday party is today, so she got a party today. So yeah, my weekends be like lit. So we like to party. I'm from Chicago, so we like to party. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fact right there. So salute to the Shy. Salute to you. If you got any last words or anything that I might have missed, I want you to talk about
Definitely. I want y'all also to go check me out on Cash Rewards. It's this new platform I'm on. You can go stream my music, watch videos. You can check out the link on my Instagram page as well. Cream Music Publishing, or Facebook as well. So I got a lot of projects coming up. I'm working with a lot of different people, so you're gonna see stuff just popping up. Definitely check me out and stay tuned, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a fact right there. So before you go, I'm gonna have you introduce the video, remembering AG, and tell the people what it meant to you and what their process was like.
All right. Okay, so this is Remember AG. This was a dedication. It was actually an EP dedicated to my brother. This is one of the songs off of there. He was murdered a couple of years ago almost, and this song really came from the heart. It literally just poured from the heart. It was a freestyle. It started out just listening to a beat, and a beat that I had produced, and I started freestyling. Once I freestyled, I was recording and doing a freestyle because I just knew that it was gonna be something. It was like one of them moments I just felt like overwhelmed and crying at the same time. You can like when I'm singing this song, you can probably tell I'm crying at some parts. Some parts in the song that I'm actually crying, but I still keep it together and still get the notes in. But definitely check it out. Hope you like it.
You know, that's the thing. And again, salute to you. Definitely appreciate you coming up here. Y'all be sure to follow KeKeDreams 2018, Cream Music Publishing. What's the website?
KMP Distro.
KMP Distro. And what I do is on the YouTube link in the description, I add all your links and stuff in there. If you got any shout outs, you can do that now. After that, we're going to jump to the video. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, whether you watch the live or you watch the playback. We definitely appreciate y'all. Today, we're giving big salutes to KeKeDreams in the building, all the way from Chicago. She's in Wisconsin at the moment. She's repping all over, yo. So salute to you, Black excellence in the building. Much love. All right.
R.I.P. if you lost a loved one to the streets. Long live AG.
R.I.P. That really hurt the hell out of me. My head and chest hurt, my body won't work. Seen you in the news, I can keep my cool. It's wrong, you gone. It's wrong, you gone. Thinking about you. How it's supposed to be, you was happy, had dreams and plans, you lived life fully, yeah. I remember your smile, gonna remember you, gonna remember you forever. My dear brother. Remember us forever. Remember, remember, remember. Remember, remember, remember. I'm singing to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me? I need to talk to you. If heaven had a phone like AG used to say, hey, can you be my guardian angel? I need you right there every time I say, hey, 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 hey. I remember you, gonna remember you forever. Remember, 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 gonna remember you, gonna remember you, gonna remember you forever. That's why we gon' remember you, gon' remember you, gon' remember you forever.